Start now.
Debating tonight, Smriti Irani of the BJP, also with her is Jainarayan Vyas on one side. On the other side, we have Abhishek Manu Singhvi of the Congress Party, National Spokesperson and Rajya Sabha MP, and Anand Yagnik, who's a Gujarat High Court lawyer and well-known human rights activist. Thank you very much. First question to you, Abhishek Manu Singhvi, why have you discovered this whole Narendra Modi, Amitabh Bachchan link now? I mean, you're going hammer and tongs now. He's been Brand Ambassador of Gujarat for some time. Explain the timing.
I think some of our friends in the BJP and elsewhere have got it all wrong. We have nothing, I repeat, absolutely nothing which is personalized in this debate with Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. That's not the issue at all. I am putting the equation to you simply. If you are at an official function, if you are holding an official position, you have a right to associate or not associate with someone else who purports to be a brand ambassador of a brand you disagree with. We don't agree with brand Modi. We don't agree with the values, the motives, the penumbra for which Mr. Modi stands. And it is not that Mr. Amitabh Bachchan has been elected a brand ambassador by the people of Gujarat.
No,
he is appointed by a government of Gujarat, and what Mr. Modi stands for is not acceptable to us.
You're 100 days late.
We are making it.
No, my question is on timing. My question is on timing. You're 100 days late. He became Brand Ambassador of Gujarat 100 days back. Now you've suddenly discovered that you have all this problem between him. Explain the timing, Dr. Singhvi.
No, there's no issue in timing. This is after him becoming Brand Ambassador. This is the first time there is an official function where the Chief Minister of Maharashtra may have been asked to share the dais with him. There haven't been many Bandra, Sea-Link, Worli inaugurations.
What's the problem? He's sharing a stage with Maharashtra, Bandra, Worli, Sea-Link, or he's being Brand Ambassador for Gujarat on the 7th of January, of which I'm running the pictures. Which date is more important for you?
There is no issue of timing, Arnav. The point is simple. We believe that ever since he became Brand Ambassador of, only one second, ever since he became Brand Ambassador of Gujarat, he gave us a right to disassociate from him in official functions. It doesn't mean I can't go and watch Amitabh Bachchan movie. It doesn't mean I can't enjoy Amitabh Bachchan film. It only means that the values of the brand he stands for.
I'm asking tonight, is Amitabh Bachchan a collateral victim of politics? Abhishek Manu Singhvi, I'm coming back to you. Smriti Irani, I'm looking angry, I'm coming to you in a second. But Jainarayan Vyas, why are you smiling? Isn't it obvious here that your Chief Minister tried to jump on the Amitabh Bachchan bandwagon, especially in the aftermath of the SIT inquiry, and hence wanted to turn himself into a supporter of Amitabh Bachchan, because then the media focus of Narendra Modi is no longer Godra, but this. So you've also used Amitabh Bachchan.
I pity Abhishek, because he's such a nice gentleman that the kind of dichotomy in which he's caught. On one hand, Congress came out with a hypothesis when Honorable Chief Minister addressed the letter to the countrymen. They said Modi is not Gujarat, and Modi cannot take whatever is being meted out to him as something which is being meted out to Gujarat. This is one part of the hypothesis with which Congress came out just before a few days. Now Abhishek is trying to make out a case that because of the Chief Minister, the Brand Ambassador of a product which is tourism in Gujarat cannot be there. This is the kind of doublespeak that which Congress is finding it difficult to defend, and it is precisely there where Abhishek is trying to sort of plead a case.
You're not answering my question.
He is pleading a case which is undefendable.
You're not answering my question.
That is the problem.
You're not answering my question.
Understand?
You're not answering my question, Mr. Vyas. You are not answering my question.
I am answering your question.
My question was not that.
Tell me what?
My question was that Mr. Modi suddenly, these provocative tweets. Actually, Anand, I'll give you some time to think about answering my question. Anand,
yes, sir, let me say one thing.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Let's concentrate on the blog of Mr. Modi. Let me start with saying that look who's talking. A Chief Minister who unsuccessfully banned the book on Jaswant Singh. A Chief Minister who indirectly did not permit screening of Fana. Black Friday, He's talking about Talibanization. I think I'm very sorry about that. And secondly, he is talking about boycott of the product of Amul and denim wear. This is more identified with the Sangh Parivar Janasangh at the Bajrang Dal and Vishwa Hindu Parishad, and this is nothing but an attempt to invoke shallow parochialism. And that's why every one of us has to say. The third one is that one needs to understand the context and the recent past in which these statements have been made. Mr. Modi is trying to shift attention of SIT investigation from him to a non-issue. And this is nothing but converting vulnerability into opportunity for political expediency.
Aren't you as a human rights activist contradicting yourself, Anand? Amitabh Bachchan is beyond his association with Gujarat. He's a personality, one of India's most popular personalities. You can't put him only with a political flavor when he's openly saying that I'm not a politician. He said, I am there to support Gujarat, not Mr. Modi. He's made a distinction there.
Yes, I appreciate. I am also not a politician, and as also a citizen of Gujarat, let me respond that I don't appreciate the conduct of the Congress and its biggies to position themselves. But at the same time, the issues against Mr. Modi in terms of violation of human rights are much more serious and relevant than the issue of Mr. Amitabh Bachchan.
Okay, Smriti Irani.
Mr. Narendra Modi is facing for the first time, let me say as a citizen of Gujarat, that in independent Gujarat, this is the first Chief Minister who is facing a serious investigation for human rights violation of worst nature, that too from a committee appointed by Supreme Court. And one needs to answer that. I'm ashamed as a Gujarati to say that my Chief Minister is being investigated upon.
But these are two separate issues. Okay, are they separate issues or not? We don't know. Question is tonight, who's using Amitabh Bachchan? Smriti, you haven't spoken yet, but there's a feeling even Narendra Modi is using Amitabh Bachchan to tide over his difficult time.
Let me say,
I'm coming to you. I'm taking it full around. Yes, Smriti.
For anybody to presume
Can I come in?
that the focus from
Smriti. Let Smriti come in.
for anybody to presume that the media will not focus on the SIT and focus only on brand Amitabh Bachchan endorsing Gujarat tourism, somewhere is trying to suggest that the media is susceptible to such things. Secondly, Anand here very rightfully said that as a Gujarati, he has a right to differ with the Congress and with the BJP. But at the same time, it needs to be said that the SIT investigation is not complete yet, the report is not yet submitted. For Mr. Manu Singhvi to say that Amitabh Bachchan was not elected brand ambassador by the people of Gujarat but the government of Gujarat, all I would like to say on that is that the government of Gujarat has been duly elected by the people of Gujarat. All Amitabh Bachchan wants to do is to promote tourism for the state. Would you deny him that right? Would you deny the people of Gujarat the right to develop?
So you're acknowledging that if Amitabh Bachchan were to back Modi, it wouldn't help his image. You're actually acknowledging that tonight.
No, I'm not at all saying that. I'm absolutely not saying that or not.
I thought you just said that.
I'm just saying that No. All I'm asking is who is it that people want to debate tonight? Narendra Modi or Amitabh Bachchan? For if it is only Amitabh Bachchan who seems to be guilty in the eyes of the Congress because of his association with Gujarat tourism, I want to ask tonight, what crime did Abhishek Bachchan commit that you meted out that treatment to him in Delhi? Why are two constitutional heads of state, chief ministers, trying to run away, feign ignorance about sharing the dais with the Bachchan family? So while Mr. Manish Tiwari is seeking a clarification from Mr. Bachchan, I would like to add tonight that while Mr. Bachchan is going to clarify what Manish Tiwari says or doesn't clarify, could he please clarify what he thinks of the
Abhishek Manu Singhvi is on tonight.
Let me finish.
No, let him reply.
Could he please clarify? No, my question to Abhishek Manu Singhvi resides in this very thing that I want to say right now. Could Mr. Bachchan please clarify what he thinks of people who are now waiting to be sentenced in the Khap Panchayat case, who have been found to have roots in the Congress? And while Mr. Bachchan is clarifying, could Mr. Manu Singhvi tell me why is it that the coalition government in Maharashtra, which is headed by the Congress, deem it fit to invite him to the Sea-Link inauguration, and suddenly the Chief Minister of Maharashtra has to duck even a literary function like the Marathi Sahitya Sammelan, all because somebody in Delhi
Is
is
this-
angry. Are you telling me that chief ministers of states, that ministers do not serve at the pleasure of the voter, but serve at the
Okay,
pleasure of the
Abhishek
Congress
Singhvi.
High Command?
Abhishek Singhvi, again this argument is coming out tonight, that he is the victim of collateral politics. Abhishek Singhvi. That Amitabh Bachchan, Dr. Singhvi is the victim of collateral politics.
I only wish you give sufficient time, Arnab. I think the speakers, especially from Gujarat and my friend Smriti Irani, have got the equation completely wrong.
Okay.
Mr. Modi and Mr. Modi's government has a right to appoint Mr. Amitabh Bachchan as the brand ambassador of Gujarat. I defend their right to do so. Equally, I have a right not to participate in an official function with a brand ambassador of Gujarat when I disagree with what that brand projects.
No, but why
That's
his
the
son?
equation for the debate.
Why his
and we
son?
are ranging all over, but not discussing that that equation.
No, but why is son?
Nobody is denying Mr. Let me just answer. Nobody is denying Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. Mr. Amitabh Bachchan and Mr. Abhishek Bachchan. Can I answer? I'm not finished
Let
yet.
him answer and then I'm coming to you.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Let me just finish. Nobody can separate the inextricably intertwined brand of Mr. Amitabh Bachchan and Mr. Abhishek Bachchan, who are inextricably intertwined. The point is, nobody is denying Mr. Amitabh Bachchan's star icon status.
Yes.
Nobody is denying him the right to be engaged and to get paid by the government of Gujarat.
So
But nobody can force me as a Congress worker or a Congress chief minister to attend an official function where I do not want to associate even remotely with what Mr. Modi represents.
it's getting too
For
far.
that, it is Mr. Patel. 1 minute, it is Mr. Vyas who is defending the indefensible, because the only person who can defend the indefensible is a person who is defending Mr. Modi. It's Mr. Modi who stands for the indefensible, because he is the first chief minister in the history of independent India to be questioned like a common criminal for pogroms committed in 2002. I think that's what is shameful, not the chief minister of Maharashtra not attending a function. And let me remind lastly that the government of Gujarat appointing him as brand ambassador and paying money for that is very different from equating it from the people of Gujarat wanting it. That's the megalomania Mr. Modi has projected always.
No,
Mr. Modi has always arrogated to himself the alter ego of being the people of Gujarat. That's nothing but fascist megalomania.
But Dr. Singhvi, by sort of unofficially boycotting the Bachchan or the Bachchans, as it were, from official functions, etc., you're falling right into the trap.
Well, how can I want to ask you, how can you force? No, I am not preventing Mr. Bachchan or Abhishek Bachchan from plying their trade, but how can you force me to attend a function where I believe that I don't want to associate with a brand which I disagree with?
No, but what is the problem with the Abhishek Bachchan brand? I mean, that's taking it too far, removing his posters from a WWF event, etc. I mean, it's taking it too far. Some of it is being...
The Chief Minister, 1 minute, the Chief Minister's office has clarified officially, Mr. Pawan Khera, the Chief Minister came, she lit a candle, she did what was to be done.
Okay.
She is not involved in any process of removal of posters, and she was not sharing a dais with Mr. Abhishek Bachchan.
Argument
and she
tonight.
came and did what she was invited to do.
Argument tonight going out. Mr.
can I
Vyas
say
is
one thing?
responding tonight. This is a bigger debate than this. Do popular personalities have a right to interact even with those in politics and retain their unaffiliated status? That's the question going out tonight. Mr. Vyas, you can now respond directly to Abhishek Singhvi.
Yes. Arnab, I have 3 points to make, and I hope you will give me sufficient time. Number one, when you are talking about brand Gujarat, is Abhishek Singhvi ready and Congress ready to say brand Gujarat is a written up brand or brand Gujarat is not endorsed by Congress? No, but brand Gujarat is what Amitabh Bachchan is going to represent. It is the tourism of Gujarat, it is the people of Gujarat, it is the heritage of Gujarat, it is the culture of Gujarat, it is the lion of Gujarat, it is the flamingos of Gujarat.
So this is an old argument.
Then if that be so, then let us not
Not an
forget
old
the
argument.
social and historical past of Gujarat as well.
They are trying to mix up the issue.
No.
I kept quiet when these arguments were being made. Let me tell you,
No, Gujaratis
now they are
are,
got
Gujaratis
on
are
the
not
wrong foot.
interested in BJP and
Now-
Congress politics.
Now, Arnab, if I am being given the time, I never interrupt.
No, but make your point succinctly. I need to let others respond to you.
Please permit me to make my point. See, brand Gujarat is different, number one. Number two, now that you are found caught on a wrong foot, taking the battle further to Abhishek, now you are giving all sorts of explanations. Look at the language Manish Tiwari used just before 2 hours talking about a democratically elected chief minister. What answer have you got? Is he endorsed by the Congress as the spokesperson? The language which he has used is absolutely filth. Can you expect this kind of a language from a spokesperson of a national party?
Arnav, allow me to
number
reply.
two. Number three, to my friend Anand, I must say that it is good that he is in Gujarat. He feels that he is ashamed. I wish he would have been in Delhi in 1984. He would have been forced to commit a suicide. That a duly elected, responsible Prime Minister of this country said that when a big
question tonight therefore is okay. You made your point. You made your point.
No problem.
Mr. Vyas, you made your points. I need to parlay it out. I'm coming to you, Smriti. No, question is tonight. I'm coming to each one of you tonight. I'm just making at this point of time in the debate there are two issues.
I have yet not made my point.
Okay, Mr. Vyas. One, can there be an unofficial ban on someone like Amitabh Bachchan? A. B. How long can it be carried on? How long can be carried? Equally, however, and Anand comes in at this point, is criticizing Narendra Modi, criticizing Gujarat. Anand is criticizing Narendra Modi, criticizing Gujarat.
Just a minute.
Abhishek both.
Anand,
let me ask Arnab, Anand Yagnik and Abhishek both, I would expect reply from them. That does Mr. Amitabh Bachchan have any human right, or are you going to ride over him just to make him behave the way you want him to behave? Is it not parliamentarization?
Anand.
You know, if somebody is doing wrong, you can't
now let them reply.
Giving that example.
Now let them reply.
Principles of natural justice. Allow me to reply, Mr. Narayan. One, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan is appointed as an ambassador. He is going to represent the history of Gujarat. The history of Gujarat also encompasses in itself 2002 riots. Mr. Bajpayee asked Mr. Narendra Modi to perform Raj Dharma. We as citizens, 5 crore Gujaratis are requesting Mr. Amitabh Bachchan to perform his Manav Dharma. He must distance himself from the heinous crimes when he wants to represent us as an ambassador. One. And secondly,
you are in a pitiful minority, Anand, don't worry about it.
Secondly,
you are in a pitiful minority.
I will hear you patiently. Hear me patiently. No, my second question is to you that I am not ashamed of being Gujaratis. I am very proud. Gujarat Asmita lives in me, in Charachar. At the same time, I am ashamed.
It's time you start.
I am ashamed that my chief minister is called. Hear me patiently, sir. I am ashamed because my chief minister was called by SIT, appointed by Supreme Court. That is investigating into the work kind of rights.
No, 1 second. I have
proud of you.
That's for you to say.
I have a question.
I can't. That will be my last day. That will be my last day. I am not a politician.
I have a question. And Smriti, I am coming to you, but just a pertinent question.
Where were you lost in 1984?
I want to ask a question.
Where were you lost in 1984?
I was 10 years old child. You should have done something.
Mr. Vyas,
human rights are only meant for Gujarat.
Mr. Vyas, the same argument that it's an anti-Gujarat game plan had been used by Modi and your party for defending the BJP's position in the 2002 riots. You are aware of it.
This is not your cup of tea. You first manage your law properly.
Okay, now let's not make it personal. Question here is tonight. Question is to Abhishek Singhvi, then I'll come to you, Smriti. Even the Chief Justice of India attended an event where Mr. Modi was there. The Prime Minister and the government of India can't stop dealing with Mr. Modi, can they? So I'm asking you here that if the government of India, if the Prime Minister, the Chief Justice of India, others carry on their official dealings with Narendra Modi, why can't Amitabh Bachchan, in particular Amitabh Bachchan, in specific Mr. Singhvi, nobody else I'm asking, in specific Amitabh Bachchan, be stopped from dealing with Mr. Modi? Hence, should you tomorrow stop? No, my question is to Abhishek Manu Singhvi on that tonight. Now, Anand, I know you want to come in. That question is to Dr. Singh. Why Amitabh Bachchan?
Arnab, was there any such reaction to Mr. Amitabh Bachchan for official functions by official Congress functionaries prior to him becoming brand ambassador? No. Therefore, obviously, the reaction is not personalized to Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. Tomorrow, if he ceases to represent what we think are Mr. Modi's values, you will not find this reaction against him. Number one. Number two, you have to make a distinction between ex officio compulsory association versus voluntary association. There are some posts, some meetings where you have to attend ex officio. You attend as Chief Minister of Gujarat, X attends as Prime Minister, Y attends as Chief Justice. These are ex officio associations.
No, 1 second.
These are not voluntary.
No,
the equation, I repeat, 1 minute, 1 second. The equation which is being missed out in his entire program by those who are arguing against me is this. You have a right, Mr. Modi, to appoint Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. Mr. Amitabh Bachchan has a right to be paid by you and to work for you. But equally, we have a right not to be associated with what we think are wrong values.
Ashok Chavan didn't think so.
That's the equation.
Ashok Chavan didn't think so. He might probably argue in private that I met Mr. Amitabh Bachchan as a film personality. And then this whole twist was given by my detractors and some people in Delhi, and I had to back off. I don't know.
Arnab, politics is as much about reality as about perception. There have already been official reactions. Just yesterday indeed at a convention, national convention chaired by me, where people have expressed their view that perceptions require that a person who is about or during interrogation with the SIT perhaps need not be seen on the same podium as the Chief Justice of India. Therefore, perceptual politics is as important as real politics. And Mr. Modi has created a perception about a certain set of values. Mr. Amitabh Bachchan cannot isolate or escape those set of values. Why you are known by your association.
I stick with one question, Ms. Dr. Singhvi. Why now? And why not 100 days back? Smriti Irani wants to come into the debate at this point. Yes, Smriti, I know you want to respond to Dr. Singhvi.
No, I heard Mr. Manu Singhvi talk about the Chief Justice of India sharing the dais with the Gujarati Chief Minister. I think all that comes out of this particular conversation and debate is that Amitabh Bachchan is just a convenient target. I would like to ask Mr. Manu Singhvi that while he defends the Narendra Modi government's right to appoint Amitabh Bachchan as a brand ambassador, while he defends Amitabh Bachchan's right to be the brand ambassador, why then would his government persecute Amitabh Bachchan for his rights? Who speaks for Amitabh Bachchan, and why is the Congress so scared of Amitabh Bachchan?
Arnab.
Yeah, go on, respond directly.
I think if not attending on the same official podium as Amitabh Bachchan amounts to persecution of Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, then it is obvious that both the BJP and Mr. Amitabh Bachchan are desperate to be associated with the Congress.
No, but then
surely, not attending a function, I exercise my rights. I don't persecute anybody. Mr. Amitabh Bachchan lives like a free citizen. We have been in government for 7 years. If Ms. Smriti Irani can point out a single instrument of power used as a single moment of oppression about Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, then we'll have a debate on that.
That's what.
But this is using an analogy which is completely inappropriate and inapplicable.
Or no.
Yeah, 1 second. Let Smriti respond. Spoken to directly. I'll come back to you. Let Smriti respond directly. I'm coming back to you.
Mr. Manu Singhvi, you just now on this debate said politics is about not only perception but also reality. The perception after the Chief Minister of Maharashtra shared the dais with Amitabh Bachchan was very clear, that he didn't mind being on the same platform as Mr. Bachchan. But the reality hit home when somebody from Delhi told him that it's not okay to be friendly with brand Bachchan. That is a perception and
correct.
The reality.
You have forgotten that. That's not correct because you are ignoring the official statement of the official Chief Minister of Maharashtra who said,
well, sir,
I had no idea
officially Mr. Bachchan was sitting on the platform after being invited by the Maharashtra government, which is led by the Congress party.
That's why the Chief Minister said that he personally had no idea.
I have a simple question tonight. I have a simple question. Simple question can end this whole debate. 1 minute, I know you want to come, Anand. I want a simple question. It will end the whole debate. Dr. Singhvi, is there an unofficial / official / semi-official / quasi-official / informal ban on Congress leaders and chief ministers or functionaries attending functions with Mr. Amitabh Bachchan? Is there something like that?
Absolutely not, Arnab. Arnab, absolutely and even remotely not so.
Then
Your question is clear and is proof positive by the fact that for all these years there has never been a reaction like this. It's only been a reaction to the propagation of values by Mr. Amitabh Bachchan which the Congress disagrees with. That's all.
Okay.
Prior to that, it has never happened.
Then that should settle it. That should settle it then. That should settle it, Mr. Vyas. There is no ban. The Congress party.
I would only like to say, summing it up, that action speaks louder than the words. What Maharashtra Chief Minister did totally blasts off the statement which is made by Manu Singhvi just now, that there is no ban on the Congress leaders to appear before. What Sheila Dixit did by removing the posters,
but 1 minute.
that is clearly an indication. That action speaks louder than the
Mr.
words.
Vyas, if the Congress
failing something,
Mr.
doing
Vyas,
something.
Mr. Vyas, 1 minute. Mr. Vyas, do you want there to be a ban? If Mr. Manu Singhvi is saying there is no ban, you are saying no, there is a ban. I mean, are you asking for a ban because the ban suits you?
Arnab, I have a counter question.
Yeah.
Are you trying to say
Yeah.
that a
Dr. Singhvi.
democratically elected government?
Dr.
Are
Singhvi.
you trying to say? Arnab, let me ask a question to Manu.
Yeah, he's asking one last question. He's asking you directly.
Democratically elected government
Yeah.
needs every approval from the opposition party
Okay.
like Congress, that whatever we democratically
No,
elected
let
government
Dr.
do,
Singhvi
unless
respond to
it
that.
suits them, they will boycott it.
Let Dr. Singhvi respond to that. Dr. Singhvi.
There we go again. There we go again. The fallacy of logic, the non-application of mind. It's nothing to do. I said I will defend to death your right to have many Amitabh Bachchans or many other actors as your brand ambassadors. I will equally exercise my right not to be associated at official functions where they are present because I do not agree with anything to do with Mr. Modi's projection of image.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
You are free, he's free, everybody is free. You can't force you can't attend a function with you.
No, you. Anand Yagnik.
Gujarat, Manu.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Arnav,
Anand Yagnik.
Yes, just as Mr. Amitabh Bachchan played a role of an able, bold and an independent police inspector in a film called Dev, we want Mr. Amitabh Bachchan to play such a role in a real life as far as ambassadorship of Gujarat is concerned. That's what we want from Amitabh Bachchan. Clarity of thoughts and clarity of actions.
Well, I mean, you know, that I think
Arnav.
we leave it to Mr. Bachchan. We leave it to Mr. Bachchan. Smriti, last word. Yes, last word.
I know.
Quick last word.
All I want to say, like you said, you leave it to Mr. Bachchan to decide what his future course of action is. But all I want to tell Dr. Manu Singhvi is that while you defend Amitabh's right to be the brand ambassador of Gujarat, kindly don't persecute him for he ideologically or socially differs with your party high command.
Okay. Well, we will wrap it up at this point by only saying we get a sense the Congress party took it to a high pitch, now wants to play this down, but it is going to be surprising if one sees in the near future a Congress chief minister sharing a dais with Mr. Bachchan. Let's see if that happens. If that happens, that's going to be one big headline of a story. To all my guests, Jayanarayan Vyas, to Anand Yagnik, Smriti Irani and Abhishek Manu Singhvi, thank you very, very much. And on the other side, immediately after a 2-minute break, as I say good night and goodbye. On the news hour is the big story. We've been getting so much news from, and Shoaib Malik, the Pakistani cricketer, is getting married to Sania Mirza. That is the subcontinental story that we will have full details for you in 2 minutes tonight. Please come back.